Alright, so we are finally on to the deployment phase. So of course we're going to be deploying it using Vercel. But before I do that, I really want to recommend to go through this security checklist that I'm going to show you and I'm going to give you. So this checklist right here, you got to go through that and make sure you have considered all of them. At least if you don't know about them, don't worry. Talk to your AI agent to determine if you have considered those, if they are taken into account, and just make sure you have gone through each one. You have made optimizations for each one. So first of all, first one would be your rate limiting. So rate limit your endpoints, because if attacks happen, they can really either crash your database and they can really drain your usage, right? Superbase freeze tier only provides a certain amount of usage. The second thing would be to enable row level security inside of your Superbase. A lot of people mess up with this, especially those that are vibe coding. And row level security really matters for keeping your application secure, so hackers can't really access all the data, all the user data that's in there. So ask Cursor about these policies when you are designing your database and PRD. So please take into account RLS always, and consider adding CAPTCHA if you really pushing this application into production in front of millions and billions of people out there in the world. Use HCAPTCHA or reCAPTCHA. Both are quick implementation. Your AI agent will be able to help you with that. And we will also look at that in the further videos, where we will do either live build or either a complete build as well of applications, and you can follow along. Then enable your web application firewall. So this will be in Vercel. So if you're on a pro plan, I think they don't provide it in the free plan, but if you're on a pro level plan, you can enable web application firewall, and that also helps you minimize the attacks. So you can find it right here. The fifth thing to consider would be, of course, we talked about this, and the previous audits that we have done should take care of it, but it helps to know that this is something you have to check off your checklist. So always have this checklist and make sure you've gone through all of them, and make sure the keys are only visible are not visible to the clients, right? Hackers are good to take advantage of them, so your API keys should never be visible to the users who are using the app. So always double triple check with your AI agent to do the security edit and make sure this is covered. Then validate the inputs as well. So of course you should validate all these things that are coming into your application. Again, use your AI agent to make sure we have some sort of input validation in there. Then clean up your dependencies and all that. This is pretty standard stuff, and it should be solved if you have run the security audits and the code audits we have down in the resources. But still, it helps to know that you have to cover that as well. And then this is very important as well. You should also implement some sort of monitoring. So um, either it's Superbase logs or it's Vercel analytics. You can just enable them from Vercel or enable Superbase logs from Superbase. It's pretty simple to implement. But make sure you have some sort of logging that kind of collecting what's happening, how your application is being used and everything. So you can look at that later on, and you can get better idea of how your app is functioning with the real users. But please go through this checklist. We are gonna look at these things in detail. If I try to show all of this right here, it will take hours. So we're gonna look at them in the future videos, in the future builds that we will be doing, and you will learn about these things as well. But yourself as well, you can deep dive into them. Ask your AI assistant, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever, about these things and how you should implement and cover them in your application, and you should be good. Once you have all that done, now you are up to the deployment. So I'm in my Vercel account right now. So I have signed in. I am creating a new project, and you should have your GitHub connected to your Vercel. It gives you option to do that when you are creating an account, and then you will have an option right here to import or whichever one of your GitHub repository you want to deploy. So right now we created this layer text, so I'm going to import that. It's a Next.js project. It's detecting that correctly. Over here, you will add all of your environment variables that this application needs to function, right? So all of those clerk keys, the Supabase keys, the file API keys, all of those will be added right here. So the key name, the value name, and just add all of them right here. I'm not going to do that right now. That's sensitive information. And then once you're done, you can click on deploy. If you face some errors while deploying, just copy and paste them, give it to your AI agent and tell it that this happened during deployment. But if you're using the PNPM package while developing, the errors would be close to nothing, or even you probably won't get any errors. That's why I recommend using PNPM during development instead of NPM if you're developing with Next.js. But once that's done, your application should be live once the build is successful. Of course, as you can see, the deployment is going right now. I don't know if this will be successful. I did not even fill up the environment variables. And of course, on the free plan, you can deploy these applications for free. There are some limitations with the timeout settings and everything. If you are deploying with the security enabled in Vercel, then you might need the pro plan. So you can choose that. It's like $20 per month or something. And if you're deploying a real world application, it's better to go with the pro plan, of course. But if you're just learning and building something for the first time, then just stick to the free plan. There's no need to upgrade. So that was about it. This will now go on and build our application. So right now we have a few errors. Alright, so this is how you sort out all those build errors that you were having during deployment. So I have now copied all of those logs right here. So you can just copy all of them, or you can just copy the errors. It's up to you. I'm going to use Claude Code, and I'm going to just tell it, okay, that we had all these issues when we tried to deploy it. Let's fix them all and get it ready for deployment and test it with until we are fully ready for deployment. Okay, and then you're gonna post all these logs. So this is where the PNPM package comes in handy, because you can test it here before actually trying to push it, right? So alright, so now I send it that message and now it's working. Hopefully, so as you can see, it's making a to-do list, which is a great feature for Claude Code, and hopefully it will fix all of them and test it using the PNPM build package, and hopefully everything will be ready for production. If not, we might have to go at it 1 or 2 times more, but that's how you kind of do everything. Alright guys, so we finished that finally. It took a while, but as you know, I told it to test it with both these commands. So it tested it and made sure all of these are working. So the development server as well as the compilation with the build is working as well. And once both of those are satisfied, I manually tested it as well myself, and it is working. So it seems like we are ready to kind of push it now to production. I still haven't implemented the UI changes. I would just want to kind of right now focus on getting it to deployed as well. So let's push it to GitHub now, and let's see if the deployment is successful this time. Alright guys, so this time of course the build was successful. Now I haven't really created the production instance in Clerk and also in Stripe account, but doing it is not difficult. It's exactly the same process that I showed you for the development instances. You just need your own domain name for Clerk, which I don't want to purchase for this application just for the sake of the video. So this domain name is what we are deployed at on the internet right now, so you can access this application on the internet. So let's check it out if it works. So we're gonna sign in. So we signed in, and let's see if we are able to sign out as well. There we go, sign in. Let's sign in with a previous account. So let's sign in with one of these. Okay. So we are still on the development instance on Clerk, so but it's still working. But in production, when you deploy it, you should create a production instance. I'm gonna briefly show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy process. Uh, you can set it up yourself as well. Let's see if our functionality works. So, all right. So, image uploaded seems to be working. Let's edit it with text. Let's see if the main functionality works. So there you go. As you can see, it's working. So there you go. Well, the functionality seems to be working, and let's export it, and we're able to download it. So the full functionality is working. Yeah, so that was our test. So the application is deployed successfully on the internet on this domain. Now to set up the production instances, right now we are just using the development instances on Clerk. So if you go to your Clerk dashboard, you will see it on development mode right now. Now when you're deploying it to production, you want to create a production instance, right? So just go it that way, and there you will need a real domain name. So you will probably have to purchase it for $2, $3, $5, whatever it is. You can get really cheap domains, and you will configure that, and you will put that here, and then you will just create an instance, and you will just follow the same processes. So you will just need the same API keys that were in the main home page so you will just need the same. Now you will see a production instance once you have that, and you will copy the API keys from there, and in the path, of course, you will set up your own URL, which will be for your app. So you just need to set those up, and you will be good. And in your Stripe as well. So right now you are in your sandbox. So when you are ready to go to production, you just need to switch to live account. Exactly do the same setup that we did before. So creating a product, copying its price ID, and creating a webhook exactly the same way, and just using your own domain this time, right? So remember last time we used the ngrock kind of domain because we needed a production public URL. So this time you have that, right? You have deployed your application, or you at least have purchased your domain, right? So you will just replace those things in your webhook creation process, just like I showed you in the development, and this will be that domain, and that's all. And then you will create your live Stripe instance as well for that. And that's all you have to do. Make sure all your security, the RLS policies are correct in your Superbase database. It should be, because at the time of development we are considering it, and I have told you multiple times during the security checklist you should check that as well, that database is secure. If not, just like as you can see right now, it's in production. So just make sure with your AI agent, have it double check the database and everything is secure and everything, and that's all you have to do, and your application will be ready to go on the internet. I did not implement the kind of the UI beautification, like I did not overhaul the UI right now. I think I might post a video maybe tomorrow, or I might do it in another video building another app in the upcoming few days, and where I will showcase the whole process once again, and you can follow along as well. So yeah, so that's it for now. This was taking an app all the way from an idea to a production app. So I hope you learned something from it. I hope this was of value, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in my DMs, or feel free to book a consultation. Again, a reminder that school members of this community do get one free consultation per month, and if you have any issues or troubleshooting, we can also maybe arrange another one for free as well. So I'm here to help you. I would hope you would execute on these ideas and build and build and build. Do not be discouraged if you get caught up in errors, or if you get caught up in loops where you feel like, okay, this is a waste of time. Feel free to reach out, or use the exact framework that I showed you in this video. If you do that, you would not be caught up in loops or errors. So again, That's it for now. I hope this course was of value to you, and thank you for watching, and see you soon.